Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with a YouTube topic, a girl talk, something that everybody goes through. This video is about best friends, right? Best friends and the people in your lives. Alright, so we're going to talk about best friends. How you know you have a great best friend. This video is a little bit sensitive for me because I've had a few best friends, and it's like not a few, maybe a couple, like two in the past, and I have one main person that I go to with everything. And every time I meet a friend and I'm like, oh my god, you are so down to earth and you're just the perfect person, God put you in my life for a reason, we are going to be friends forever, you know, like this is it, like ain't no ends in this here, because you are that friend. Like every time you meet someone like that, and it's like you cherish that person, you love that person, and you just like, how could God create someone just like me, you know? So that's your best friend. That is someone that you love, someone that you can relate to, someone that goes through exactly what you go through. They understand you, they never tell you secrets and stuff. So I just have 5 main topics on how you know you have a great best friend. So let's talk about number 1, heart-to-heart conversations. When I say heart-to-heart, I mean it's like you touched my soul. You said the right words. Every time I talk to you, you just give me the best advice. That type of friend. That advice that's never too boring or too low or too like, advice is advice at the end of the day. Everyone gives advice, and you're gonna cherish an advice, someone's opinion that's coming from the heart, you know. But when a best friend tells you what you're supposed to hear, good or bad, it's for your own good being, and it's like a heart-to-heart conversation. It's always a heart-to-heart. Hey, we going to the store. Oh yeah, don't forget to buy this, don't forget to buy that. And it's just like, damn, you made me remember everything I need to buy. Or like, you're just great. You are that best friend. You are that good person. You know how to have heart-to-heart conversations. It's never a dull moment with you, and I love you. You know, everyone have that best friend. That's a good best friend. Second thing I have written down is you cry together. I don't want to get emotional in this because I've had a best friend where me and her just cry together about everything, like, and it's like moments like I'm with her and it's like we just had a blast. Oh, forget it, if we have a little bit of liquor in our system, we're gonna be talking for hours, and like we just start to relate and we start to cry together, and just the person, your best friend, is just a beautiful soul. Like you just look at that person like, wow, like I love you, thank you for being there for me, thank you for not just, you know, leaving after dinner, like, you know, after you had dinner with the person or after you went out with the person. Thank you for sitting there another 2 hours with me just to vent. Thank you. You know, you start crying together when you're venting. Her problems is your problems, his problem is your problems, you know. So that person that you can cry together with, that is a best friend. That is a great best friend. Like you cry with them, you're telling your story. You went through some bad moment and you're telling your story, and your best friends start crying for you because they feel what you went through. They wasn't there, they didn't experience it, they just feel what you went through. And that's a best friend. When they cry with you, you had a death in your family, first thing a human being would do is cry with you, because I can't watch no one cry in front of me. I'm gonna cry right with you, even if I don't know your situation. I see someone crying, I'm just like, why are you crying? You know, not that I'm nosy or like that concerned, but it's just like, damn, you're hurt, or you're feeling something that is deep, and I'm looking at you like, I have to cry with you. I just don't know why. That's just me. But a great best friend is when they cry with you, they feel your pain, they feel your laughter, even if it's cry of joy. Like you're gonna cry with them, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I'm so happy for you. Like you both are crying. That's a great best friend. Another thing I have written down is you love being around them. You guys might hear the airplane going back and forth. I do live in the airport area right now, so you're gonna be hearing that a lot. Okay, so you love being around your best friend, like, and it should be a mutual thing. Like, when I'm around you gotta like being around me, because my aura, everything about me to you should be, wow, I love her. Come here when I first see you, like, oh my god, is that my best friend? Like, is that my best friend right there? Like, oh my god, you just love. Every day you call them like, hey, what you doing? You could spend hours while you're getting ready for whatever, work or whatever, and they could be off or you don't work with them, but they'll spend their whole time with you on the phone. You just love being with them. That's your best friend. Like, it's no that you're gay or like you like them, or it could be a guy best friend and a girl best friend. It's not like, oh, you just like being around them. I hope you get where I'm coming from. I love being around my best friends, and my circle is as tight as my okay, it's just, my circle is this big. Like, it's not even a circle, like, it's so small. I don't have that many friends, and when I am around my friends, oh my god, I'm just like, yay, back at it again. We all together. It's a vibe, it's a vibe, it's a vibe, it's a vibe. Even though it's always a vibe when I'm by myself, but when you with your best friend, the airplane again, but when you with your best friend, it's a vibe, baby. It's a vibe. Like, so just that best friend that you love being around them, it should be a mutual feeling, and you should tell your best friend, listen, I love being around you. You're just that bitch. Like, you are that person. You are so great. You are so loving. You are so inspirational. You give me hope. You are my best friend. Best friend, I love you. Like, period. Like, you know, you don't get that a lot. Someone that you love being around, like, you don't get that a lot. So when you have that person, cherish them, make them feel like they're human, make them feel like there's someone at all times. Appreciate them, love them, just show that you like being around them. Do spontaneous things for your best friend. That's your best friend. It's not your lover, but that's your best friend. You love them, and you would do whatever to make them feel good, because at the end of the day, that's your best friend. Next thing I have written down is something I already said. Speaking to them every day. You gotta call them, hey, what you doing? Just every day. Sometimes it's okay to go a few days like without speaking to someone, especially if you somebody that like being alone a lot, but you still have your best friends and your favorite friends. Just sometimes you like to be alone, but try to speak to your friends every day, because tomorrow isn't promised. So tell them, hey, how's your day going? Hey, what you guys do today? Like, you know, speak to your peoples and make sure they're okay, because you never know what somebody's going through. A best friend is someone that never tells you that their friendship is going to be over. I'm going to say this loud. Your best friend is someone that never tells you your friendship is going to be over. No matter what. Point blank, period. Now this one hits me. It hits home, okay? Because I recently had a friend, and I consider this friend as a family. I'm not gonna get too deep into it, and I never spill no one's secrets. So this friend is somebody that I really, really thought that it was a long-term relationship, because we were so alike. But it is what it is. God works in mysterious ways. We are no longer friends, and I prayed that, God, if this person isn't for me, please remove it. Simply like that. I'm manifesting it, and guess what? We are no longer friends, and I'm happy. She's happy. But I'm gonna tell you guys one thing. When I first started being friends with that person always told me, I feel it that we're not gonna be friends for long, but we get along so well. She told me, oh, we're best friends, I love you, such and such, all these great things of being a best friend. But a great best friend never tells you that our friendship is going to be over. You let God decide that. You don't just keep speaking it into existence, because you're going to drive that other person insane, and to the point that they're going to give you what you want. Point blank, period. So never tell your friends that their friendship isn't going to last. cherish your friends. Who says that to someone? It's like you're telling someone, oh, you're not gonna live long, or something like that. Like, who do you think you are? So that's bad. Like, you know, never tell your friend that it isn't gonna last. If something is going wrong, you talk it out. That's it. And even if you're mad at that person, you give that person some time and to think and reevaluate themselves. They're gonna miss you more and more that they think, and then you recreate the friendship again. Never let go of good people in your life, great people, because there was one time that you prayed together and you prayed about the wrong things that was happening in your life so God can fix it. So now that you guys are going through something and you decide to detach from each other, just get back together and recreate that bond, because it's not worth it. As long as the person isn't trying to fight you, it's not worth it. If that person put hands on you, if that person steal your man, if that person disrespect your family, stuff like that, then let that person go. Let them go at the most peaceful, humblest way ever. But if that person don't do these things to you, you cherish that person, you go back and you tell that person, listen, let's talk it out. And promise that we will never get to the point that we are. That's it. But never tell them that your friendship isn't going to last. Ever. No matter how many years you know them. Don't tell them, oh, this ain't gonna last. I can't do this no more. Don't say that to someone, because you break them inside. And one day they're gonna give you what you want. They're gonna end the friendship, period. This is number 5 that I have written down, is work problems out. I already spoke on that. When you have a problem going on, that great best friend always want to work it out. That good best friend, that good person in them is always going to hit, even if they're wrong. Even if they're wrong, they'll hit you up and say, hey, let's work it out. Can we sit for drinks, or not even get any alcohol involved? Let's go to dinner. Let's go to the park and work things out. That's the type of person I am. I want to work it out every second that I get when I'm at wrong, even when I'm not at wrong. But sometimes you got to let things go and just get your peace and your serenity. Yeah, the last thing I have written down is a great best friend is someone that wants to see you do good at all times. They want long-term goals with you. They want to be your best friend for many, many years until you guys grow old, period. So communication is key. You ask them about their school. You ask them about their work. You ask them questions that you know is troubling a little bit, that they have spoken to you in the past about. You ask them, hey, how did that go? You know, your goals pretty much going. You ask them, you speak to them. How can I benefit your goals? How can I help you? Pretty much. And a best friend is someone that want to work a business with you. They say don't mix friendship with business, but when you have a business and your friends support it, and they help you in any way they can, that is a great best friend. That is a great best friend. They want to see your business do well, so they want to support it. They want to do things in like all types of ways just to get you as a great individual where you need to be, because that person doing it is a great individual also. Hope that makes sense, and I hope it didn't go over any of my friends' heads. So yeah, and another thing I would like to say is someone, they want to put you on to their job, any job openings that they see, they want to involve you, or if they know you like to do makeup and they have tickets to Coachella or something, they're gonna put you on. Anything they see you put your best friend on, that is a great best friend. Always put your peoples on, because you want to build a team that's winning at the end of the day, and you want to be that example of a great best friend, so they could go around, you know, yo, that girl over there, that's my best friend. That's my best friend. Like, you know, and you just feel good or whatever. Just be that great best friend that people can brag about, you know, and be a loving person. I always say this in my girl talks that I try to have. Be a loving person no matter what. If you want someone to treat you with respect when they come to you, always have respect first. And that is a great person, you know. Try to be that great best friend, you guys. I'm gonna end this as being a loving person. I love you. I hope you felt the love through this video. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment below if you want to see any other girl talks. And yeah, I'm start up with these girl talks. I'm gonna talk about relationship topics and all these other things, guys. I did a video on this look that I am wearing right now, this makeup look. It's with the BH Cosmetics that I just bought. I'll leave the link down below and you can go check that out, and yeah, let me know if you like it. Also, I did a video on how I got this red hair. I'll also leave the link down below. Let me know how you guys like that video also. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see you in my next video. So stay tuned, guys, by being subscribed, and see you later.